Hello and welcome to the Don Bosco Youth Network ZMB. My name is Mwanga Nyirenda and we are discussing and looking at the topic of how we can shape young boys into men. As we celebrated Father's Day and of course as we continue to teach our young boys about the future and who they are, this is what the Vibers had to say.
Before a boy turns into a man, there are certain responsibilities that these boys need to be doing, particularly in the society. So that stage is known as the learning stage. This is the period when young people now start obtaining various skills and various knowledge. So the responsibility of a young person in this stage is to be attentive to the guidance that they are being given, either through the mentors in various institutions or through school, where they are supposed to enroll in school and to get academic information. It is through that process that after getting that academic information, then they are going to transition into the tertiary college and they are going to graduate and they become professionals. Now, through the same period, after they have acquired the same skills, it now becomes their source of income. It becomes like a career to them. So that period, they do not have to conduct themselves as if they know everything, but they have to learn how to navigate the challenges of the life. Now, the same young people, they come from families, they come from parents, they come from fathers who own properties. So it is the responsibility of these young men to learn and to know about the wealth of their parents, because when those parents, they pass on, it is the children who are going to take possession of the same property. So they are the ones that are going to continue running the same properties. So young people are being encouraged to learn a lot of good things so that when they grow up, they're going to become responsible people.
So social media and peer pressure play a vital role in the development of a boy into a man, like especially for us young men. You know how it is in our day and age. Social media has got a very huge impact on how our lifestyle is lived. It gives us an access to other people's lifestyles and we would want to live like them. You know, you'd see somebody, your peer maybe, who can be like a few years younger than you, is doing something real fine, and that would lead into an envious type of living. So you're trying to do what your peer has been doing. And we've got certain cases where some people who aren't content with what they have are admiring things of social media. So they go into debts and living a life that they don't really know how to live, and pretending to be somebody who they aren't really are. So all I can say is for peer pressure and social media, as a young man, you have to transition into somebody who you really are and be content with what you have in life. So my advice that I would give to the young people when it comes to peer pressure and social media is, like the Bible says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. So just be content with who you are and have your faith in the Lord, and when the time is right, everything will happen. Thank you.
Hello. So what sort of bad habits do young boys have in this community and the society at large? Well, boys currently calling themselves Gen Zs, the boys of the odd, they currently do have a tendency of drinking, drug abuse, stealing, and just ganging up as a group in order for them to attack people, of which these are the bad habits that are currently going on. And not only that, there are certain things like not really studying, knowing to say that they are in some of them are in exam rooms. They do not actually study, but they're influenced by other friends in order for them to steal, to drink alcohol, and to just disrespect their parents. So I think it's important for young boys, before they become men, to realize, to say, before they become men, they need to take care of their, for lack of a better term, boyhood, if at all there is something like that, before they become men. Otherwise, it all usually starts from a very young age as they are boys, as they're transitioning to manhood, in order for them to be responsible men. Thank you.
In order to ensure that young boys, they grow into men, our families and the communities have got a bigger role to play. Now, our families, they have a role to ensure that children, they are supported in terms of being the emotional support. It is the responsibility of the families to be there for the children as an emotional support system, and also to teach them how to make critical decisions in life. For example, decision making in thinking, critical thinking as well, even when they come across a certain situation in life that would need them to make a decision in life. Our community as well, they play a bigger role as well to ensure that children, they grow into men. Our community, they've got a role to provide healthcare system, and also groups that make sure that these young boys, they are kept busy, because many other times you'd find young boys, they are being exploited simply because they don't even have anything to do. So the community need to provide facilities that keeps our young boys busy and teach them life saving skills that would ensure them that they grow into become responsible people and upright citizens. Thank you.
So the church has an integral responsibility of protecting the young people, particularly in the society. Seeing that young people are facing a lot of challenges, economic challenges and social challenges. So the church should also play a critical role in ensuring that they are protecting these young people who do not have a lot of experiences in life. So I'm appealing to our preachers, particularly our priests and our pastors, to preach about the negative things, to speak about the truth. If they know that certain actions are bad and they are not backed by the Bible, they should be able to say it, to preach against such kind of activities. On the other hand, we have our young people who have made some mistakes in the past, then they have lacked that comfort and that affection from the society. So it is the responsibility of a church to bring near those youths and to provide counsel to them, to provide guidance and to provide a moral support to such kind of people. The church also can come up with a lot of youth programs that are tailored on educating particularly the young people. Programs such as retreats. Those retreats, they provide a platform to the young people to reflect upon their lives and to align their actions to biblical principles. The church can also organize such functions such as singing festivals and a lot of programs. Those programs, they are very important because they are going to be able to entice young people to be active in church activities and church programs. And in doing so, they are going to refrain from finding themselves in spaces that do not align with church objectives and goals. So the church really has got a massive job to do in ensuring that the welfare of the young people is protected, particularly those young people who are still navigating life, those young people who do not know which kind of way they should take in life. So they need that shoulder to rely on, and it's the responsibility of church leaders, the pastors, the bishops, and the priests to bring those young people near to them and embrace them and teach them the way to go, to provide comfort and to provide guidance to the young people. Thank you very much.
So our young men and our young boys out there, let us always strive for the glory of God. And just as one of Don Bosco's students, Dominic Savio, said, I am not capable of doing big things, but I want to do everything, even the smallest things, for the greater glory of God. From the Don Bosco Youth Network and the Vibes, my name is Mwanga Nyirenda. Stay blessed.